Hames comes up, fires it over. Hinkle, great pass to Ortega. Middle attack, Clayton scores! Hawks are on the board first, 1-0. Again, that'll be the key for the Hawks. Can they handle the serve, pass in rhythm, give the setters options? Bizarro to serve now for the Hawks. Kubik, tough pass. Hames chases it down, platforms it behind her. Big swing coming, high off the block and scores. Give that to Krause. Knuckles checks in, she'll serve. Right in front of the Nebraska bench. Pounds it a couple times and runs it forward. Right down the line. Hinkle again, another good pass to Ortega. Outside the Vanderwall, off the block, dug by Hames. Knuckles platforms it behind her. Kubik with the swing. Dug by Hinkle. Ortega, back row from Bizarro. Dug by Knuckles, bit into the crowd. That'll go for a back row kill, 2-1 Hawks. Jones checks into the front row. Slagle comes in for Bizarro. Clayton goes out. Hinkle goes to the service line. Lots of action there. Murray to serve though. Right down the line. Knuckles, good pass. Hames behind her. Big swing right down the line and scores. That was Krause again. 2-2. Rodriguez will go back to serve for the Cornhuskers. Runs it forward, fires it right down the line. Good pass from Hansen, all the way out to Vanderwijk. Diving one-handed by Knuckles. But couldn't keep control of it. Vanderwijk with the kill. 3-2 now, Hawks on top. Again, good balance. Hawks getting it from 3 different players on the first 3 kills. Split on a Banjo in. Hansen and Ortega out. Split will serve. The lefty fires it right down the line. Kubik, good pass. Hames, middle attack. Through the block and scores for Stivrins. She's got a lot of power. She was smart with that one. Used the block to her advantage and scored. Teams trading points. We're at 3 here. Akana in the serve for Nebraska. She comes forward and fires. Slagle off the net. Split chases it down. Vanderwijk gets a swing at it. Rodriguez gets it. Hames pushes all the way outside. Kubik rolls it over the top. A couple of false steps from the Hawks and it falls into donut. 4-3 Nebraska. Kubik gets her second kill. Actually, first kill, sorry. Akana to serve again. Nebraska's first lead now, 4-3. Fires it right down the line. Vanderwijk, good pass to Split. Middle attack Jones. Scores! She knocked it past Akana. 4th different player with a kill for the Hawks, tied at 4. Vanderwijk at the service line. Let's see, looks like we need Anna Banjo to get a kill now, keep the streak alive. Vanderwijk, low bounces, fires. Right down the line, bad pass. Kubik's gonna get a swing though. Goes eye off the block, Vanderwijk gets the dig. Split, pushes it out to Bizarro. Bizarro dug up by Rodriguez. Hames, back row attack coming. Big swing, Vanderwijk gets it. Bizarro digs it up, Hinkle two-hands it over. Rodriguez is tight, Hames, right side slide. Oh, another good change up from Stivrins. Timing was just a touch off, and instead of just hammering it into the net, Stivrins took a little off, rolled it over the block, and scores 5-4. Kubik now back there to put it in play for Nebraska. Floats it over, Vanderwijk uses hands, split all the way out to Bizarro. Bizarro right down the line, dug by Akana. Rodriguez, back row attack from Kubik. Rolls it over, diving play by Hinkle, middle attack Jones, tips. She's used up, Hames, back row from Kubik again. Finds the back line. First 2-point lead of the night goes to Nebraska at 6-4. Kubik spins it, walks forward, fires. Vanderwide is tight. Split gets it. Anabanjo gets the kill. There it was. Just took a play too long. 6-5 Nebraska on top. 5 different Hawkeyes with a kill now. Thinking about players in the front row. It's going to have to be somebody unique here. Jones to serve. Off the tape. Diving play by Kubik. Hames outside. Goes wide off the tape. No touch. That was Batenhorst. First hitting error of the match goes to Nebraska. And we're tied at 6. Batenhorst is a 6'4" freshman. Jones. Long. 7-6 Nebraska on top on the service error.
Evans in for the Cornhuskers in the serve.
Evans will serve for Nebraska. They're up 7-6. She floats it over. Vanderwide diving play. Split behind her. Anabanjo sails it long. 8-6 Nebraska. Just got under that one a little bit. Didn't get a good snap and bring it down to the floor. Evans again. Nebraska up 8-6 now. Hops forward, fires. Vanderwide lunging play to Split outside of his area. Dug up by Evans. Hames chases it down. Batenhorst rolls it over. Vanderwide. Split. Bizarro off the block. One-handed play. Nebraska's going to get that over. Free ball. Anabanjo takes it. Split out to Bizarro one more time. Scores! Goes through the Hames block on the Evans back row. Good work from the Hawks. Lots of changes again. Ortega comes back in. Hansen comes in. Hawks trail by 1, 8-7. Bailey comes forward, floats it over. Good pass there. Hames right side. Off the block, scores. Give that one to Caffey. One lap around. Nebraska leads 9-7. Hames back at the service line. Patiently bounces, comes forward. Hansen, bad pass. Vanderwide gets Hansen swing though. Rolls it over. Hames takes it. Rodriguez uses hands to the right side. Big swing off the block. Hinkle diving play. Ortega behind her to Bizarro. It's tight. Pushed it off the block. And that block will go to Caffey and Batenhorst, although I think it was mostly Batenhorst there. Ball was tight. Court didn't have a whole lot of options. Ended up pushing it right into the block. 10-7. So we've seen Vanderwide tip that ball, just kind of tool it off the hands, just kind of swipe it sideways. It's worked out nicely for her. Hames into the tape, comes back on Nebraska's side. Aaron makes it 10-8. Bizarro will serve for the Hawks. Court spins it, comes forward. Good pass from Rodriguez. Hames, middle attack. Diving play by Hinkle. Ortega gets it. Vanderwide rolls it over, and it's mishandled by Nebraska. Cheap kill for Vanderwide. Take everything we can get. 10-9 Nebraska. Bizarro to serve again. Buzz spins, rifles it cross. Rodriguez can't handle it. Kubik platforms it all the way up to the net. Tipped over off the block and scores. Great play from the freshman Krause there as she pushed it off Hansen's hands. Basically what we were talking about doing on the last possession for the Hawks. Krause with 3 kills now. 11-9 Nebraska leads. Knuckles checks back in to serve for Nebraska. She runs forward and fires right down the line. Hinkle, good pass to Ortega. Outside to Vanderwide, right down the line and scores. Hames jumped out of the way hoping it was out. It was not. The score's 11-10. Scorekeeper in the arena might have got a little quick on the switch. Got 11-11 on the scoreboard up top, but there we go. Now we've got it right. Hinkle will serve for the Hawks. Mari floats it long. Almost looked like she stumbled and got under it a little bit. Ball just started floating. 12-10 Nebraska. Rodriguez to the service line now. Libero from Sterling, Illinois. Little indecision there from Hinkle. She thought it was out, realized it probably wasn't, but by then she wasn't in position to pass. Ace serve for Rodriguez. She went at her opposite number. Nebraska on top 13-10. Hansen, another tough pass. Ortega chases it down, platforms it to Vanderwide, who gets a shot wide. 14-10. This is kind of what we've seen from the Hawks. Solid, 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 and then just these little bit of lapses. And the next thing you know, the set's getting away from you. 14-10 now, Nebraska on top. Rodriguez again, right down the line. Hansen, another bad pass. Rolled over by Slagle. Hames, middle attack. Off the block, Hinkle gets it. Ortega to Vanderwide. Dug up by Knuckles. Hames outside to Kubik. Off the block, stays on Nebraska's side. Hames has to take it. Rodriguez punches it all the way over to the right. Rolls it off the block. Hinkle gets it. Ortega, right side to Hansen. Tips. Dug up by Rodriguez. Hames, middle attack, tipped. Good play there from Stivrins. 15-10 Nebraska. And I would assume we get a timeout from Coach Brown. We'll take the timeout. She floats it over. Ball's off the net. Hames gets it all the way out to Kubik. Big swing off the block. Back on the Nebraska side and covered. Hames chases it down, goes back to Kubik again. Goes through the block. Hinkle, good pass. Split, middle attack. Jones off the block. Scores! Amaya Jones, kill number 2. Hawks back within 3, 15-12. Split to serve again. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Right side, off the block, scores. That one to Crabtree. Press with her. Back from Nebraska. Awful good, though. 6-10 Nebraska top here in the first. Kana to serve. Slagle, split, middle attack on Abanjo, scores. The freshman's got hops. 16-13. Slagle goes out, Bizzario comes into the front row. And Vanderwide back to the service line. Right down the line. Good pass. Hames pushes it all the way out to Kubik. Dug by Vanderwide. Split. Platforms it to Bizzario. She's dug by Rodriguez. Hames, back row attack coming. Dug by Hinkle. Anabanjo tips it over. Nebraska's going to get a play. Feels like 4 contacts, but probably wasn't. Hinkle bumps it. Bizzario. Kubik digs it. Hames back to Kubik and off the block. Anabanjo just couldn't quite get the block outside enough. And so the ball went off her outside hand. Went for the point. 17-13, Nebraska on top. Kubik now back to the service line. Maddie spins and runs it forward. Vanderwide to split outside of his area. Catches the line, scores. Everybody on the court saying, oh, that was out. Coach checked the Nebraska bench. The bench is like, nope, that was in. 17-14. Jones to serve now for the Hawks. Right down the line, Kubik, good pass to Hames, right side slide. Jones one-hands it. Vanderwide tries to chase it into the crowd, can't get it. Stiveren's on the slide, 18-14. Evans to serve now for Nebraska. 18-14, they're on top. Patient server back there. She finally comes forward. Floats it over. Vanderwide, good pass to split. Behind her, Anabanjo. Anabanjo ends up in the net. 19-14 Nebraska. Like the concept, the swing was going to be good. It just looked like an awkward play there for the Hawks. Evans again, 19-14, Nebraska pulling away here. Good Vanderwide, split. Back row from Vanderwide, tips it off the block and scores. You don't often see a tool job on a back row attack, but that's pretty much what that was. 19-15 now. Ortega and Hansen back in on a Banjo and split out. Hawks are close, but they're going to need a defensive stand here. A couple of substitutions for Nebraska as well. Haley to serve. She fires it over. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Right side slide again. Caffey dug up by Vanderwide. Ortega outside of his area. Through the block. Scores! Back-to-back points for the Hawks, 19-16. Ortega again. Kubik, tight. Hames goes up and gets it. Oh, and Batenhorst with a hitting. Good play by Akana to let it go. Tough time for a service there for the Hawks, 20-17. And that will put Hames in charge of the serve. Nebraska very deliberate behind the service line. She floats forward and goes. Vanderwide plays an out ball. Ortega out to Hansen. Scores. She just wanted to get her outside hitter a kill. Good swing from Kendra. And the Hawks have all 6 hitters on the board now here in the first set. Bizarro to serve. Big number 2, long. Oy. 21-18. Back-to-back service errors at the worst possible time for the Hawks. Knuckles will come in to serve for Nebraska. great teams like Nebraska to where Iowa wants to get. Vanderwide, Ortega, Vanderwide has to roll it. Kubik, Hames, back out to Kubik. Off the block, Bizzario gets the dig. Ortega, behind her to Clayton, scores. Good swing from Hannah. (22-19). Hinkle. Good serve there. Hames, though, gets the pass. Left-handed. Oh, my goodness. The set from Hames didn't connect with Caffey, but Caffey goes up with her left hand, swipes it over the block, and catches the line. 23-19. Rodriguez will serve. Vanderwide, Ortega, Hansen. Dug by Hinkle. Vanderwide off the block and scores. (23-20). Hansen back to serve. Hawks hanging around. Goes over. Tight. Hames, right side. Vanderwide with the block. Hames again. Stivrins with the block. Hames, the Kubik, off the block. Hansen. Ortega. Hawks get it in play. Ortega. Oh, boy, we got a bouncy net. No call. Dug by Vanderwide. Ortega pushes it off the block. Rodriguez to Kubik. She scores. Boy, super bouncy net. 24-20. Love to know if Nebraska was in the net. No challenge coming, though. Now, this is a veteran move from Coach Cook. Long point, his team's huffing and puffing, lots of heavy breathing, and he checks server just to give him that little bit of extra time to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Krause floats it over. Hinkle to Ortega to Jones. Scores! Hawks get one more try, 24-21. Slagle goes out, Bizzario comes in. Vanderwide to the service line. Addy floats it over. Kubik to Hames. Slide to Stivrins. Catches the line and scores. Nebraska takes set one, 25-21. Good competitive first set goes Nebraska's way. 9 times. Pretty even distribution, 11 assists for Bailey Ortega, 7 for Jenna Split, 13 for Nicklin Hames. She sets all the way around for Nebraska. 5 kills for Lauren Stivrins, 5 for Addie Vanderwide to lead the charge. Maddie Kubik and Lindsay Krause, 4 apiece for Nebraska. Courtney Bizzario, 4 for the Hawks. And then again, you had good balance. Amaya Jones with 3, Anna Bonjo, Hansen, and Clayton, each with 2. Set 2 about to begin. Bailey Ortega floats it over. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Middle attack, Caffey. Catches the back line and scores. Again, just kind of missed connection a little bit, but Caffey does a great job. And she's a small-ish middle blocker, 6 feet tall. But boy, can she jump, and she can really move the ball around. So very athletic middle blocker. Knuckles to serve now for Nebraska. Patience with the Nebraska serving line. Here she comes. Vanderwide to Ortega. Behind her to Bizzario. Right down the line. That's going to go over the bench. Bizzario killed her 5th. We're tied at 1. Courtney Bizzario, the senior. Rolls it forward. Good serve there. Good pass from Rodriguez. Hames behind her. Rolls it over. Hinkle gets the dig. Ortega out to Vanderwide. Right down the line and scores. Give Addie 6. Hawks take the lead 2-1. Buzz tosses it, floats it. Oh, beautiful serve. Hames one-hands it back, rolled over. Ortega has to take it. Hinkle chases it down, goes behind her to Bizzario, off the block, scores! Buzz with her 6th, 3-1 Hawks. Buzz floats it over again. Knuckles, good pass to Hames. Outside to Kubik, big swing. Touched it off the block and scores 3-2 on the Kubik kill, her 5th. Rodriguez will serve for Nebraska. Goes right at Slagle. To Ortega, behind her to Clayton, off the block, covered by Slagle. Ortega, outside to Vanderwide. Rolls it off the tape and scores. Dirty kill for the freshman, but it's her 7th, 4-2 Hawks. Hinkle will go back to serve. Mari right down the line, good serve. Hames chases it down, pushes it outside. Kubik has to roll it over. Vanderwide with the dig. Ortega to Jones, has to tip. Kubik, Hames gets it. Kubik off the block, dug by Slagle. Ortega. Hansen rolls it. Uses Krause. Kubik tips it. Ortega diving play. Hinkle behind her to Vanderwide. Off the block, out of bounds. Give the Hawks the point. Vanderwide kill number 8, and the Hawks lead 5-2. Hinkle right down the line. Great serve. Knuckles to Hames. Kubik tips. Hinkle. Ortega out to Vanderwide. Hames gets it. Rodriguez behind her to Kubik. Powers that one off of Hinkle and over the back line, 5-3. That was Kubik's 20th swing already. 6 kills, no errors, hitting 300. Akana to the service line for Nebraska. Runs it forward, floats it at Hinkle. Good pass to Ortega, middle attack Jones. Scores! Amaya with 4 kills now. The Hawks doubling up Nebraska 6-3. Anabanjo back in, split back in for the Hawks. Split. Goes to Akana. Hames outside to Kubik. Off the block. Lunging play by Slagle. Split all the way out to Vanderwide. It's low, but she goes off the block and scores. 7-3 Hawks on top. Split again. Knuckles. Hames, back row. Off the block. Slagle can't quite get there. That might have been Knuckles on the back row swing. 7-4. And Kubik will go back to the line. That was Knuckles with a good swing from the back row. Slagle, good pass to Split. Behind her to Jones. Off the block. Net call on Nebraska. Jones now has a handful, and the Hawks lead 8-4. Vanderwide will serve for the Hawks. Goes right down the line, lunging play from Kubik. Hames all the way outside. Big swing off the block. Split, dives, and gets it up in the air. Hinkle behind her to Bizzario. Off the block. Kubik's going to platform it all the way back outside. Roll shot over, dug by Buzz. Split, back out to Buzz. Scores! 9-4. Hawks lead. Buzz with kill number 7. Timeout, Nebraska. Coach Cook uses his first. Iowa leads set 2, 9-4. Nebraska leads the match in kills. So the Hawks have cleaned up the air game a little bit and have been able to push out to a lead here in the set. Vanderwide will fire for the Hawks. Floats it over. Diving play by Kubik. Hames all the way outside. Batenhorst off the block. Oh, that was Jones in the net. Give Batenhorst the kill. It's actually her first. 9-5. Evans checks in. She'll serve for Nebraska. Floats it over. Vanderwide uses hands to split. Outside of Bizzario. Off the block. One-handed up by Evans. Big swing. Batenhorst. Knuckles digs it up. Hawks are going to get it over on the platform. Evans to Hames. Outside to Batenhorst again. Diving one-handed by Vanderwide. Hinkle. Bizzario rolls it. Long. Just a little too much. Nebraska now 2 in a row, 9-6. Evans will serve again. She comes forward, floats it over. Vanderwide, good pass to split. Jones tips. Diving play by Hames. Touched up. Batenhorst blocked, but out. 9-7, 3 straight for Nebraska. Hawks need a side out. Evans floats it over. Vanderwide off the net, split. Back row, Vanderwide block. Hawks get it up in the air, but no. Give the block a great back row, or block of the back row attack. And Nebraska's back to just trailing by 1, 9-8. Evans again. Floats it way long. Hawks catch a break. 10-8 now. Evans goes out. Good serving run for her. Stivrins comes back in for her, and she's immediately replaced by Rodriguez for Nebraska. Clayton comes into the front row. Jones back to serve for the Hawks. Fires across, good serve. Hames with it. Back row attack, big swing. Oh, Hawks in the net again. Anabanjo called in the net this time. Back row kill for Kubik. It's 10-9. Hames will serve for the Cornhuskers. Spins it, fires. Hinkle, it's tight. Hawks catch a break, but don't. Funny enough, if Split would have stayed down, Nebraska beat that into the net on their own. But when Split went up to contest it, it was a back row setter. And we're tied at 10. Hames again. Hinkle. Bad pass. Ace serve. 11-10, Nebraska's battled back, takes the lead. Coach Brown will call timeout. 11-10, Nebraska now leads set 2, and they lead the match 1-0. Extra errors for the Hawks that are keeping them a little bit back. Ames will serve. 11-10, Nebraska leads set 2. Ames fires it at Hinkle. Good pass to Split this time, all the way outside to Bizzario. Right down the line, dug by Hames. Rodriguez chases it down, platforms it right in front of her, tips it off the block, back on the Nebraska side. Hames back over to Batenhorn. Dug up by Vanderwide. Bizzario will get a swing off the net, blocked back onto the Hawk side. And it's 12-10, Nebraska. Nebraska had one block in the first set. 2 more now here in the last 3 or 4 points. Hames floats it this time. Vanderwide, good pass to Split. All the way outside to Bizzario. Tips. Good hustle there. It's going to come back up. Rolled over. Split gets it. Bad pass. Vanderwide on Abanjo. Tips. Used up. Hames with no right side. Swings. Batenhorst through the block. Back on the Nebraska side. Hames again. Goes back to Batenhorst again. Goes long. Touch called, though, and it'll stay with Nebraska. (13-10) now. That was Batenhorst's kill. That's her third now. Clayton takes the serve, receive to Split to Clayton, dug up. Hames backpedals, platforms it. Kubik with the back row swing off the block and scores. Kubik's got 8 now, and the run 6-0. Funny, the Hawks aren't playing that much worse, but the Nebraska energy and effort level is now ramped up. And they are flying all over. Hames floats it at Bizzario. Split. Behind it on Abanjo. Bad set. Bad choice from the freshman. And she hits it out 15-10. Hawks are going to do the double switch back. Abanjo goes out. Split goes out. Hawks will go back to 6-1 now. I'm sorry, 5-1. Hawks have to find a side out. Hames floats it. Hansen diving play. Ortega out to Bizzario. Has to tip though. Batenhorst. Hames. Batenhorst scores. 16-10. You've used the timeout. You've used the double substitution. Nothing's worked to stop the run so far. Hames again. Hansen. Ortega. Back row Vanderwide. Pushes it off the block, but Nebraska hustles. Vanderwide with, Kubik with just a little bit of a panic. She kind of knows it, laughs about it, as Hames had a great one-handed dig. Kubik tried to platform it all the way up to Krause, but it came over the net. 8-0 run finally ends. Hawks trail by 5 now. Ortega will serve for the Hawks. Off the tape, she scores. Ace serve, Bailey Ortega. Hawks with back-to-back points now. First ace of the night for the Hawks. Bailey floats that one over. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Behind her, through the block. Vanderwide, Ortega, Bizzario blocked it. Her 8th, and it's 16-13. Ortega again. Floats it over Rodriguez. Hames, middle attack Kathy. Blocked by Clayton, but back onto the Hawkeye side. She didn't quite get a good press over. 17-13 Nebraska. Knuckles will go to the service line for Nebraska. Nebraska still hitting an impressive .407 here in set two, while the Hawks have cooled off, now hitting .259, both teams with 11 kills, but the Hawks with 4 hitting errors. Hawks still have 29 kills for the match, 32 digs. Mari Hinkle up to 11. Addie Vanderwide has 9, so the Hawks are about to have a couple in double digits. Knuckles will serve. She's got 3 digs of her own. And her first service error makes it 18-14. Pizarro to serve. Buzz spins it, rips it cross. Knuckles plays it late. Rodriguez to Kubik. Big swing through the block, through Hinkle. 19-14. Give Kubik 9. Maddie hitting .375. Rodriguez knocks it over. Hinkle, bad pass. Vanderwide gets it. Hinkle will have to platform it over. Knuckles, Hames, right side. Block was late. Krause clobbers it, 20-14. That's 5 for Krause. Nebraska has 2 hitting errors, and both of them are from Allie Battenhorst. Rodriguez to swing again. Hinkle, good pass this time to Ortega, outside to Vanderwide. Has to tip, one-handed by Hames. Rodriguez to Kubik. Dug by Ortega. Tough pass, Hinkle gets it. Pizarro from the back row. Scores. Big swing there. That was tough. Ball coming up from behind her. Stivrins tried to get the kick save as she drug it down on their side of the net. 20-15. Now. Hinkle will serve for the Hawks. Mari right off the tape. Good pass. A good serve. Hames blocked. Ortega. Hinkle gets over to Hansen. Dug by Rodriguez. Hames chases it down. Platforms it. Great platform all the way to the right. Hawks get it up in the air. Vanderwide off the block. Dug by Rodriguez. Hames. Back row from Knuckles. Blocked back onto their side. Jones, Hansen, Vanderwide. Not sure who got it, but I know it ended up on the floor on Nebraska's side. 20-16. Hinkle will fire again for the Hawks. Knuckles, Hames, big swing off the block, dug by Slagle. Right side to Hansen off the block. Oh! Slagle couldn't cover. Hinkle couldn't dive and get there. 21-16 Nebraska. Good swing from Kendra. Just a solid block. Put it back onto the Hawk side. Okana to serve, Nebraska up. I'm sorry, Akana to serve. Nebraska up 21-16 here in the second. Into the net. Couple of errors for Nebraska. Have the Hawks hanging around 21-17. This whole set was decided by that big Nebraska scoring run early in the set. Otherwise, it's been pretty even. Split. Good serve. Hames. Slide. The crowd kind of gave a big giant ooh because Stivrins was up so high and just kind of the timing wasn't quite great for her to dent the floor, but she dropped it in the hole in the middle of the defense. 22-17. Kubik to the service line. She's been busy today. Fires it over. Slagle, bad pass. Split, chases it down. Hinkle has to platform it over. Akana, Hames, slide. Oh, Hawks block it. Stivrins, that was the one they were kind of waiting for last time. Stivrins hit it right down into the Hawk block. Sends it back over. And it's 22-18. Vanderweide will serve for the Hawks. Akana, Hames, all the way outside. Catches the back line. That was Batenhorst. Evans back to the service line. 23-18. Nebraska 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. Evans spins it, floats it. Vanderweide uses hands. Split to Jones. Wide, no touch. And the Cornhuskers have set point. 24-18. Evans comes forward. Floats it over. Vanderweide uses hands again. Split outside of Azario. Off the block, dug up by Evans. Pushes it behind her, Batenhorst. Wide. Hawks live to fight another point, 24-19. Buddy with 10 kills. Adina Schmidt's going to check in. Interesting time. Adina in to serve. I like it. Let's see what she can do. Hits tape. Hames takes it. Good play by Hames. Rodriguez outside. Batenhorst off the block. Dug by Addy. Off the block. One-handed dig. And the Hawks are one step closer on the Bizzario kill. 24-22. Schmidt again. Good serve, Rodriguez to Hames. Hames has to platform it. Kubik from the back row. And that'll do it. (25-22). Nebraska takes set two. The Hawks battled but couldn't quite get all the way there. Nebraska has a two sets to zero lead now. Not sure which not sure she might be in for the freshman this time. We'll see. Hames will start us off here in set three. She served forever there in set two. This time she puts it right in the net, and the Hawks lead 1-0. Courtney Bizzario. She fired. Drop ball. Rodriguez gets it though. Hames pushes it all the way out. Rolled over the top. Hinkle gets it. Ortega, middle attack from Clayton. Blocked on the Nebraska side. 2-0 Hawks. Hannah Clayton, kill number 3. Interesting serve-receive formation from Nebraska. Pizarro goes at Rodriguez. Great pass to Hames. Middle to Caffey. Blocked onto the Hawkeye side. Came rifling at Hansen. She couldn't cover. As that ball had some zing at her. As Caffey, again, electric arm, fired it off the block and gets the kill. She's got 5 now on 7 swings, 7-14. Knuckles. Good serve. Hinkle. Ortega. Clayton has to tip. Hames gets it, platforms it all the way out to Kubik. Goes wide. Tried to go down the line, missed. First error for Maddie on her 27th swing. She's been active and she's been accurate. Hawks catch a break there. Hinkle to fire. Right down the line. Great pass, overpass. Uses Ortega though. Hinkle outside to Hansen. Off the block, covered by Ortega again. Hinkle will give Hansen another chance. Rolls it over. Good dig up. Hames. Hames pushes it out to Kubik. And Maddie immediately atones, and she now leads the match with 11 kills. Watched Maddie for a lot of years on the club volleyball scene. And now here at Nebraska, she's just developed into a fantastic player. It's always been good, but boy, has she gotten better and better. Slagle, tough pass. Hinkle outside to Vanderwide. Dug by Rodriguez. Hames out to Kubik. Rolls it over, dug by Slagle. Ortega out to Vanderwide again. Off the block. Hawks get it over. Oh my, what a heads-up play from Jones. Vanderwide was blocked. Not sure whether it ricocheted off Vanderwide or Hinkle on kind of the cover, accidental cover, but ball floated right up on top of the net. Jones went over. Audrey Black checks in for the Hawks. Good to see her playing. Split now. Floats it over. Ball's tight. Hames behind her. That was Krause. Catches the sideline and scores 4-3. She was loud early. Haven't had to say her name much lately, but boy, that one packed a wallop. 4-3, Nebraska trails by 1. Akana to serve. Floats it over, Hinkle. Split, outside to Vanderwide. Down the line, wide. No touch, hitting error, it's 4-all. Slagle, Hinkle, and Vanderwide will receive the Akana serve. Low dribbles, fires it over. Vanderwide plays an out ball, split to Black. Cut shot, scores, love it. Audrey's first swing, and it goes for a score. And everybody's happy for her, love it. She's playing right side now for, I think for Anna Banjo. 5-4 Hawks on top. Vanderwide, drop ball, it's tight. Jones with a beautiful play, goes up, wins the joust with Hames, tips it over to the side. Amaya now with 6 kills. 6-4 Hawks lead. Vanderwide floats it over, Akana, it's tight again. Hames dunks it, and she wins the battle this time. I think she was angry. She went up, had a good angle on Jones, was just able to push it off and score. 6-5, Iowa still on top. Kubik to the service line. Maddie right down the line at Addie. Vanderwide, split out to Pizarro, off the block. Rodriguez gets it, Hames pushes it outside. Sun rolls it over, diving play by Vanderwide. Hinkle to Pizarro, down the line to Akana. Hames goes up, Jones is there, Pizarro gets it, split, Jones. Off the block, back to Jones, covers herself. Split, out to Pizarro, rolls it over, Rodriguez diving play. Hames pushes it outside, Sun off the block, Pizarro gets it, split, gets it, Black Off the block and scores! Hustling plays all over for the Hawks. It's 7-5. Black with 2 kills now. Jones to serve. Punches it right over. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Slides, Stivrins blocked out of bounds. 7-6, Stivrins now got 7. Evans will check in to serve for the Cornhuskers. Black does a great job there. Audrey hasn't played much this year. Great to see her come in and really just contribute right away. Evans floats it over. Ball falls right in front of Hanson. Little slow to react. Ace serve ties it at 7. You kind of sense that Nebraska's going to lull you with this short serve and then just blast you with one of these, but we'll see. Evans again, floats it over again. Hanson, much better pass to Ortega. Back out to Bizzario, off the block on the Hawks side. Hinkle, Ortega, Bizzario, it's behind her. Evans gets it. Akana, Sun, tips, stays on the Nebraska side. Akana, Sun again, rolls it over. Hinkle lunging play. Ortega, back row from Vanderwide. Good chop there. Evans gets it. Gaffey. Hanson takes it. Ortega, slide. Clayton off the block. Covered. Hawks will get a chance. Oh, no. Ortega steps in front of Vanderwide, who could have hit it back over and unfortunately stayed on the Hawks side. Nebraska retakes the lead 8-7. Evans to serve again. Vanderwide, it's off the net. Ortega out to Bizzario. Ball bounces right in front and scores, tied at 8. That's 11 for Buzz. Bailey floats it over. Bad pass, Hames one-hands it, Sun, tips it. Ortega gets it. Hinkle behind her to Bizzario. Off the block, scores! Back-to-back for Buzz, and the Hawks retake the lead, 9-8. For 12 kills for Courtney. Ortega at the service line. Floats it over. Akana. Hames on the slide. Caffey catches the corner. Pretty easy move for her. Found the open court, tied at 9. 6 kills on 8 swings. She's been fantastic when she gets the ball. Hames back to serve. Couple service errors for her this set, and it's 10-9 Hawks lead. She served forever there in set 2. Hawks have been fortunate to get her off the line on service errors both times here in the set. Bizzario now to fire for the Hawks. Goes right at Rodriguez. Good pass to Hames. Back outside. Block back on the Nebraska side. They cover. They're going to get a swing at this. Kubik rolls it over. Good play. Ortega digs it up. Hinkle behind her to Bizzario. Dug by Rodriguez. Back on. Oh, great play from Hames. But Kubik couldn't handle it. Hames chased it into the tape. Fantastic play there right in front of the up ref. Might have caught Kubik off guard a little bit. And now it's 11-9. Bizzario to serve again. Right down the line. That's an ace serve. The ball ate up Krause. Hawks back up by 3 now, 12-9. Second ace of the night for the Hawks, first for Bizzario. Buzz goes into the net. Giveth and taketh away sort of thing. Iowa still leads by 2, 12-10. Knuckles checking back in to serve for Nebraska. Nebraska bench has a couple different routines for depending on who's serving. Knuckles right down the line. Hinkle. Good pass to Ortega. Behind her to Hansen. Blocked back on the Hawks side. That was Caffey and Kubik. 12-11 Hawks on top. Knuckles again. Right down the line again. Hinkle, bad pass. That'll go for an ace. Knuckles' third of the night, and we're tied at 12. Iowa returning with 2. It's Hinkle and Vanderwide. Mari was there. She got that one back. She'll get another shot. Great pass this time to Ortega outside to Vanderwide. Dug by Rodriguez. Hames chases it down, pushes it back out to Kubik. Big swing. Hawks cover. But Ortega can't get a second hand on it. And it's 13-12. Nebraska retakes the lead. Run from Nebraska. This is about the time last set that they went on one of these. Vanderwide, good pass to Ortega, to Clayton in the middle. Off Rodriguez, Kubik. What a play, holy cow. Every ball in transition for Nebraska is a chance at a swing. Kubik chased it down in the back row, put a high platform ball up, and Krause knocks it down to the floor. 14-12, Nebraska on top. Iowa will take timeout. We'll take it also. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Service error for Nebraska. Iowa back to within 1, 14-13. Hinkle to fire for the Hawks. Floats it over. Rodriguez, good pass to Hames. Middle from Caffey goes long. A lot of touch begging on the Nebraska floor. A lot of head shaking that said no, though. Caffey error, 14-all. Hinkle right down the line. Knuckles, it's tight. Hames, middle from Caffey. Blocked back onto the Nebraska side. Covered. Hames all the way out to Kubik. Tipped. What a tip. Holy cow. Just outstanding positioning from Kubik there. As she just hit it over the block, not too high, just dropped right into the hole. And it had no zip on it, so even when Ortega got her hand there was no momentum for that ball to bounce. Great play from Maddie. Rodriguez fires at Vanderwide. Ortega behind her to Hansen. Nebraska's gonna get this ball up. Kubik gets it over to the Hawk side. Slagle, Ortega, Jones, scores! Amaya Jones, kill number 8. We're tied at 15. Thank you. $15-all here in set 3. Split. Floats it over. That'll drop in for an ace in front of Knuckles. Jenna's first ace. Actually, that is Jenna's. Jenna goes at Knuckles again. Hames behind her. Roll shot over. Slagle gets it. Split. Jones tips. Hames gets it. Rodriguez all the way behind her to Kubik. Long. 17-15. Hawks on top. Coach Cook doesn't want to use a timeout, but he is going to challenge. He's going to challenge the touch here. I think this is as much of I can do it so I will sort of thing. Looking to downsize from your family home? The new Oak Knoll East campus is now open and offers many unique amenities for your active lifestyle. Call 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Oak Knoll is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Touches always seem to be the hardest ones to get here. This was quick. Not sure how that bodes for Iowa. It bodes well for the Hawks. 17-15 Hawks lead. Cubic hitting error. Jeff floated over to Hames. Right side, off the block, dug by Slagle. Split, chases it down. Big, high platform. Little collision, but the Hawks platform it over. Knuckles, Hames, right side again. Blocks late. Slagle gets it though. Split, behind her, it's Black. Off the block, dug by Knuckles. Hames again, middle from Stivrins. Oh! Diving play from Slagle, couldn't quite get there. Stivrins-Hames connection wasn't electric, but Stivrins is so high over top of those blocks. She just kind of wiped it over the top of the block. Slagle laid out, couldn't quite get there. And Nebraska's back to within one. Hawks lead 17-16. Akana will serve. Tape. Vanderwide gets it. Split outside. Black whiffs. Tried to tip it. I think it's one of those playing baseball long enough, you got to look that into your glove. It looked like she was looking for where she wanted to tip it and just missed the ball. 17 all. Akana again. Hinkle. Good pass to Split. Vanderwide on the right. Off the block. Dug by Akana. Hames behind her on the slide to Stivrins. Rolls it over. Great play again. Stivrins has so many different shots. She obviously has a ton of power, but man, she can just, the variety of shots, the smart just finding the holes. Nebraska retakes the lead 18-17 on Stivrins' 10th kill. 9th kill, sorry. Akana again. 3-0 run for Nebraska. And Akana goes long. Hawks have caught a break on a couple of these. A few more service errors from Nebraska, and they've come at good times for the Hawks. Tied at 18. Vanderwide to serve. Floats it over. Akana, good pass. Hames, slide. Stivrins, clobbers it. That's 10 for Stivrins. Nebraska leads 19-18. Cubic and her 13 kills go to the back row. Sun checks back into the front. Vanderwide, pass off the net. Split chases it down. Bazzario will get a swing off the block onto the Hawks side as Nebraska tripled her up. 20-18, Nebraska leads. Timeout, Iowa. We'll take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. And a nice bounce back for Audrey. Good to see her get that kill. Hawks within one. Jones at the service line. Fires it right down the line. Cubic, it's overpass. Great play by Rodriguez. Kubik will get a swing off the block. Jones gets Rosario. Touch. Hawks get the touch. Completely in charge of the back row. 17 digs. Mari Hinkle has 14 for the Hawks. Jones floats it over. Tight pass. Hames, right side slide. Diving play by Split. Everybody runs away from the ball. 21-20 Nebraska. Great play from Split. Give the kill to Stivrins as she tipped it over the block. Hawks were there, but nobody ended up playing ball number 2. I guess that's the tough part of using the setter, and they didn't have a libero on the floor because Jones was serving. That is Evans at the service line for Nebraska. Hawks need a side out. She spent a lot of time at the line, and she serves a beauty. Vanderweid's off the net. Bazario, great swing, but she's dug by Akana. Back row from Kubik. All begging for a touch again. He's gonna challenge, and he's gonna lose. I guess we'll see. I shouldn't be quite so energetic about it. 22-21. Courtney Bazario, kill number 14. Ortega again. Floats it over again. Kubik, good pass to Hames. Slide to Caffey. Whew. Holy smokes. Caffey demolishes it right down the line, and we're tied at 22. Give Caffey 7. She's fun to watch. Hames again. Drop ball. Bazario has to take second ball. Hanson platforms it over. Rodriguez to Hames. Right side. Dug by Hinkle. Ortega. Roll shot from Vanderweid. Hames takes it. Rodriguez. Right side. Blocked, and the Hawks get it! Krause is blocked by Clayton and Vanderweid. And the Hawks are on top, 23-22. Bazario to fire for the Hawks. Court goes right over. Kubik, great pass. Hames, middle attack. Caffey off the block. Bazario gets it. Ortega pushes it all the way out to Vanderweid. Down the line, dug by Hames. Oh, what a play. Everybody on the Hawks creeping up to the net. The Nebraska IQ comes to play there as Krause just tipped it over on 2, all the way over the defense and right in front of the back line. Tied at 23. Smart play there. Knuckles to serve. Fires it right down the line. Hinkle, great pass to Ortega, all the way out to Vanderweid. Has to tip. Oh! Felt like a lift. Ortega gets it. Hinkle, behind her to Bazario. Blocked and into the open Hawkeye court. 24-23, Nebraska has match point. Knuckles to serve. Hawks to try to extend the match. Knuckles fires. Hinkle. Good pass to Ortega. Behind her to Clayton. Off the block. Hawks to extend it. It's tied at 24. Hannah Clayton, kill number 4. Bazario checks out. Slagle checks in. Hawks are on the downside of the sub list here. Hinkle to fire for the Hawks. Right down the line. Knuckles Hames behind her. Feet. Big diving play by Knuckles again. Kubik off the block. That'll stay in the court. Hames, right side. Hinkle off her chest. Split. Oh, no! Jones swings and misses on the middle attack. 25-24, Nebraska leads. Rodriguez will try to close it out for Nebraska. Vanderwide steps in front of Slagle, knocks it straight to the floor. Nebraska wins 26-24.